Do you think that anything more could have been done to prevent this?
Yeah, look, the Texas legislature, when I was in the legislature, we funded a program that allowed local school districts to decide whether they wanted to teach teachers and other people in the school how to defend themselves and how to defend people in the school. I think that program is essential because law enforcement cannot react quick enough to stop these things every time. And so we're going to need people on the ground, whether they're trained police officers or whether they are people that are trained in the school, so that the reaction time can be much more quickly. And if that's not done, we're going to continue to see people shot like this and killed.
As you know, it's been 2 weeks since the horrific murders at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, and the more we learn about those events and the police cowardice and confusion that ultimately led to the death of 19 kids and 2 adults, the more important it is that we get answers from the local police department and who would be responsible for that investigation. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. But instead of being interested in bringing any sort of accountability there, Paxton is focused on investigating Twitter.
It came up because we learned from Elon Musk about this issue, and so we started looking into it. We started finding that this doesn't just affect Elon Musk. This affects all consumers in Texas that either advertise or use Twitter and potentially are being deceived. So we started our investigation by asking simple questions that they are required to answer, and if they answer those the right way and there's the numbers match up, then everything's good. If they don't, then we'll have more to do.
Yep, as Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter hangs in the balance because of his skepticism about the amount of fake accounts the site has, Paxton has, for some reason, rushed into the fray to save the day. So who is this lunatic? Despite his mind-boggling priorities right now, as Texas faces the consequences of yet another deadly mass shooting, Paxton's morals have been questionable for some time, and he has yet to face any accountability. Paxton is currently under investigation for a litany of federal crimes. On July 28, 2015, a state grand jury indicted Paxton on 3 different criminal charges: 2 counts of securities fraud and 1 count of failing to register with state securities regulators. Basically, he's accused of bribery and abusing his office, the man who's responsible for upholding the laws of Texas. It's been 7 years, though, and he has not faced any trial. And not only that, but just in 2020, he made comments about overturning the election results, claims that the Texas State Bar is investigating. His shady behavior is so glaring that it's been raising alarm bells in Texas for years, and this past winter he fired several people in his office for accusing him outright of misconduct. Paxton then went on to say those whistleblowers are lying about him, and then they had no choice but to come out and challenge him, writing, quote, "Our preference was to remain silent while the wheels of justice turned and our civil case progressed in the courts," the whistleblower said. However, in recent weeks, Paxton has made numerous false and misleading public statements that we feel obligated to correct. And remember, these were people who worked in his office. They went on to say that, quote, "The most basic qualifications of an attorney general are respect for truth and respect for the law. Ken Paxton has neither." Paxton could face 99 years in prison if convicted of these allegations. And yet, he's still in charge of what Texas is investigating and what it isn't. And in the aftermath of Uvalde, having him in power is not only frustrating, but could very well be deadly. The only thing Paxton has added to the gun control conversation is his belief that teachers should be armed with guns. Other than that, he has remained silent on ensuring that something like this won't happen again. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.